Today we're gonna make this thing. I don't know what it is. It's artwork made by nature. Stick around and see how it's done. Check it. Something with a hole in the middle. I'm basically just gonna try to make like an art piece out of it. Maybe resaw it, do a book match type thing. Oh yeah. Man, it almost creates a heart.
Are you trying to book match that?
Yeah, I would like to.
What you probably want to do is cut it off there and maybe resaw a bigger section and then cut it down.
Okay.
It's this, you need this bigger section to help hold it together.
To help hold it together.
This thing cut properly
Yeah.
is the blade tension.
Okay.
I just put about 2,500 PSI on that blade.
So there's a gauge right there.
Yeah, and this is a big hydraulic pump.
Oh.
So I just pulled those wheels apart
Okay.
and tensioned the blade. Now when I turn it on, you're gonna see it drop down.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pump it back up again. And then as soon as it starts to feed in, I'm gonna run around and check it again. Because if it drops, the blade will start to deflect.
Okay.
And just like in any other bandsaw, once it starts going away, you can't. And the fact it's power fed,
Yeah.
we get what we get.
Right. All right.
So we're gonna.
Cross your fingers. You think that'll make it? The big reveal. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect.
Yeah. I slowed it way down to get through that without it.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a bird.
So we're back here in my shop. I have the two resaw boards here on the table saw. I'm just going to cross cut them down to a manageable size and then we'll glue them together. All right, so now we're gonna glue this puppy up. And then this guy's a little tricky. So just pulled this guy out of the clamps and that's pretty badass. Parts of it are a little fragile right there. That's gonna break off. I'm okay with that. I think the next logical step for me is to put a coat of oil on there before we attach our background or frame it out, because I don't want to get the oil on the background. I think we're going to use some sort of velvety cloth. And once again, the old classic boiled linseed oil. So we're just going to do one of these numbers. Since the grain is so gnarly, it's end grain coming up because it's all twisted, and that just soaks in a ton. But I wanted to use oil because I really love the way oil makes walnut just look and feel awesome. I have my piece, gonna put it upside down here, and I have this like red velvety velour type stuff that we're going to stretch over the top. I got some cement weights on one side. I'm gonna have Eric come around and help me. We're gonna cut a piece of plywood to this size. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but there's a bow to it because it's real thin. So I'm gonna cut a piece of plywood to the size and glue the whole thing down to the plywood. Normally, you would never ever glue boards this wide to something else because of the expansion and contraction, but I think this is thin enough. I'm not that worried. I think the glue is going to hold the wood from expanding and contracting. If not, everything is an experiment. Leave your disgust in the comments down below. So I want to glue this to the plywood, but this sticks up, preventing me from getting a nice solid contact. So what I'm going to do is now that that's dry, we're going to clean up the edges here over on the table saw. Now we're gonna make a frame out of this piece of cherry. So I have these pieces of cherry here that I'm gonna use for the frame, and it's just gonna be glued and nailed on there, but I do want a slight little reveal, a little gap between there. So I'm gonna cut a little rabbet. So check this out. This is my picture frame making sled. I have a video on making this sled. It's got some cool things. It's got a ruler built right into it, and it's got this handy little stop. So I'm gonna move this over to 25 inches. You take one piece and you cut off one corner, and then you put it up against the stop over here. So this is one piece. I'll go on there just like that. And then we'll just repeat.
Last one.
All right, we're gonna put a little bit more boiled linseed oil on there. And the reason we're doing this in 2 stages is I wanted to get boiled linseed oil on all this gnarly part before we got the felty stuff in there. And then I sanded this down so it's all even and flat. And now I can blend it in. It'll be just fine. It's gonna be fine. Eric, it's gonna be fine.
I believe you. I believe you?
Dude, it's gonna be fine. I'm glad we're in agreement on the greatest hip-hop record of all time.
Missiles to bomb the enemy because they envy me in the making of my mad currency. Currently, I think we're in the state of an emergency.
All right, so now that we got some oil on there, time to add our rubber bumpers and some wall hanging stuff. Look. Right there. This is actually jewelry wire. This is not even picture hanging wire. Obviously, we have no idea what we're doing. Can we just have some fun? Oh, who put the drill in that setting? Oh, balls. Ugh, that's heavy. There we go. Is that straight? Mm-hmm. Enough? All right, there it is. That is just natural art that I'm claiming as mine, even though nature made it. Got the velvet, velour. What is that? What is that?
I think it's velvety, fake velvet?
I don't know. Soft stuff from Joann Fabrics. We got the nasty ass walnut and the cherry with the little reveal all the way around. Came out great. It's super heavy. There's some dirt in there. This is gonna be, I'm gonna put one more coat of oil on there and then a coat of wax. And I know some of you are gonna ask, how do you dust it? Well, you're gonna have to take that little can of air, and So I would like to thank Ken Craft for supplying the wood for this video. Without them, this would not be possible. We went over there, we asked them, show me the gnarliest, knottiest, ugliest wood that you can find. We found this guy. They resawed it in half for me. Is it resawn or resawed?
Resawn.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody actually knows. We resawed it. We cut it in half, split it open, did the book match, got this little guy. This is my favorite part. If you like knot art, I have another video on, we did like a little Andy Warhol quad with a knot, and Eric came up with an awesome, cool idea of taking paint swatches from Home Depot and using that as the color for the back. Great idea, Eric. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes Tuesday, but at least every Thursday, and sometimes on Wednesday instead of Thursday. It's really confusing. I put out videos every week. If you're new here, please subscribe. You might want to hit that notification bell so you get notified when my videos go up. I've got t-shirts and plans and stickers and magnets up for sale on my website and sweatshirts. All right, folks. Doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. We are all makers. As always, be safe, have fun, stay passionate, and make something.